Welcome back to another god-awful video. This episode of For Infants will be covering the Horten 229, otherwise known as the Führer's wet dream. This plane was my first German jet, and the very first jet that I ever spaded. Because of this, I will always have a raging red rocket for this Nazi space Dorito. It used to be even better than it currently is, but HVAC belts got nerfed, because fuck German pilots, that's why. Many people seem to have a lot of problems with this jet for whatever reason. I believe this is because no German fighters can rip in a turn until jets, and the people flying the Horten generally have no fucking self-control and think they can continuously turn and be perfectly fine. Seriously, if you have played over 60 matches in this plane, and you still rip occasionally in turns, contact me. I will take you out back. We can discuss tactics, and I will then promptly bash your fucking skull in with a goddamn kitchen sink for being such a dumbass. Other than paper wings, which is not far from the truth, as the plane is made primarily out of wood, here are the downsides of the fascist Dorito. You have low acceleration at low speeds. You do not have a rudder. Instead, the Horten uses a system of air brakes to act as a rudder, meaning that you cannot yaw effectively. The hoe can burn energy very quickly if turning aggressively, and the dual MK103 30mm cannon spray like an untrained Ugandan child soldier with an AK-47. There is also no cockpit armor, meaning you cannot stay behind any aircraft with gunners for very long, at least if you want to live. This also means you must be smart when going head on. The air brake is very difficult, if not impossible, to see in level flight. This means that, if you are retarded, like me, you will forget you have it deployed. The aircraft itself is fucking massive, so you are an easy target for any fucktard with 50 caliber machine guns. The massive size also makes the Horten roll slowly. Despite all these issues, there are many ways to fuck all Bergermongers up, and these methods are helped by the upsides of this plane, which include the following. The Dorito turns faster than the French Surrender, which is unbelievably fast. The guns have the options for belts that suit it in all applications, including ground pounding and ass pounding enemies. The Horten has a very low profile, at least when going straight, making it difficult to hit. This is useful for when you are being sprayed at by beer cans with 20mm cannons, as which will inevitably happen. The Horten also has a fuck ton of ammo, as in 170 rounds per gun, which is more than enough to shaft 4+ Allied/Russian downies. The Dorito uses secret Nazi Sanic technology, so you are slightly faster at top speed than most other jets at 7.0. This is excluding the fucking F-84, which is single-handedly the most annoying plane in the game to face at BR 7.0. A good F-84 pilot will fucking stomp on you, just like how your weird smelling cousin Waffle stomps steamy shits down the shower drain. However, this is not definite. You can outmatch F-84 pilots a good portion of the time. Tactics are everything in the space Dorito. This is one of the planes that you cannot fly like a fucking 8-year-old who is snorting Ritz cracker powder and still do well. To climb, travel in a straight line at as close to 0 degrees as possible, hit 400 miles per hour or around 640 kilometers per hour, then put your nose at 30 degrees and climb until your speed drops to 200 miles per hour, 320 kilometers per hour, maximum. Rinse and repeat until you reach your desired altitude. However, if you climb past 15k feet, 4.5k meters, fuck you, why would you ever do that? You will primarily be playing as a boom and zoomer, as the Horten does not like to accelerate at low speeds. If you end up slow, you are a prime target for a free dumb pilot to come ass fuck you. The speeds to turn at are generally below 300 miles per hour, 480 kilometers per hour, and above 450 miles per hour, 720 kilometers per hour. At 300 to 450 miles per hour, you will run the risk of ripping your wings if you turn more than 90 degrees continuously. However, at below 300 miles per hour and above 450 miles per hour, you will either be going too slowly to rip, or you will be compressing too hard to turn enough to rip. You will be tempted to turn as an evasive maneuver, but this is not effective in practice. You have an appalling roll rate, so you are a huge target when turning for a small amount of time. Only use turning to get on target. When researching modifications, just go down the performance line. You will want to help the low speed acceleration of this plane in any way possible, as it is absolutely shit when stock and at low speeds. The Horton is weighed down by the tears of light pilots who fear the 1000-year Ike, which makes you slow down quickly in turns, but also allows you to maintain your energy fantastically in a straight line. Armed with this knowledge, you now have a solution to being shit at the Horton. A final solution.